What's up YouTube? It's been so long, 4 years have passed and I've spent 2 of those with this baby right here, my Ducati 2011 848 Evo. Let's see what it feels like. Guys, let's talk about what it feels like to ride. I'm going to throw up the technical spec sheet. I'm not going to talk too much about the technical specs. I mean, anyone and everyone can read a brochure. I don't want to read a brochure on my YouTube vlogs. I just want to talk about how it feels to ride this thing. Right, so the riding position, super committed. It's more committed than some of the sex positions I've had. It's far more committed than that. The bike comes with hydraulic clutch, so it's going to be a little bit hard. It is absolutely crazy, ballistic. This is far more committed than an R6. This bike was designed for the track, to keep that in mind. Once you start using your thighs more than your hands, you'll get used to it, and it's not a big deal. You can even ride and do hard traffic commutes. Yes, so why pick up a Ducati? I mean, this bike is for those who want to be unique on the streets. Definitely that. This particular bike is made for the track, so if you are into track riding and if you have a track around you, you can really utilize this bike to its full potential. There isn't a bike like this in the middle class segment. This bike will give elite class bikes a run for their money on the track, on the street, on the highways, wherever, because this bike has so much torque, it just throws you off. I think this bike has far more torque than my CBR 1000, and who don't mind paying a little bit more for this sexy hot thing that this Testarossa red Ducati is. There isn't, I repeat, there isn't a bike like this in the middleweight segment. I mean, get any of the Ducatis. You can get a Ducati Panigale V2, you can get a Ducati 959, you can get all those bikes. They're all sexy as hell. I don't think there are as many 848s in this country, at least. It's one of my favorite middleweight bikes to have. Let's talk about how she handles. It is super flickable. Since this is aggressive, since this was made for track riding, exits the corner just as well, just as gloriously as it enters it. Yeah, let's talk about my ownership experience with this beautiful 848. It's been 2 glorious years now, and the initial year when I first picked this up, this bike was in a chaotic condition, let me just say that. I had to literally change every single thing on this motorcycle to make this brand new and to make this work. So this bike had cheap Chinese parts, and hear me out, it had a car radiator and car engine oil. It was running on car spark plugs, car radiator and car engine oil. I was told by the Ducati technician that this bike was running on a Suzuki engine oil. The viscosity was tested, the grade of the oil was tested, the coolant was tested, and the entire radiator was that of a Suzuki car. And that was shocking. As they were draining the oil, I was panicking, I was scared, and my heart just jumped to my throat. And I was like thinking that maybe this bike is going to end up being a furniture piece in my living room. I'm going to put up a quick time lapse. Of those 1400 videos to show you guys the work that I put in. So basically every darn thing on this motorcycle was changed. Let's start from the front. The front Brembo hydraulic system, clutch system, and the brake caliper system, entire system, the cables were changed. The Showa front forks are brand new. Yes, the forks, not the fork springs, the front forks are brand new. I changed the magnetic coils on this, or the stator coils, whichever one you want to call them. I changed the starter relay, the starter motor. I changed the timing belts. I got a full Desmo done, which includes but not limited to changing 16 of its shims and cam rockers. I changed a whole lot of parts in this motorcycle. Got a full radiator in the front, OEM Ducati. All parts are OEM right now. I spent quite a bomb on this thing. It was so expensive that I was just wishing that it was just a Desmo service that was needed on this motorcycle. But man, I had to spend quite a bomb to get this beast running. And boy, was it worth it. Let me tell you, it was worth it. I changed the clutch plates. Yes, let's talk about that. I changed the clutch plates, the clutch springs, the clutch bell, the clutch system entirely. I only did that because once we opened up the engine, we realized that the bike was in a pristine condition. The engine, there was no damage to the engine despite the abuse. So most of that was done very quickly, but to change the rockers, the shims, the valve clearance adjustments, that took forever. The timing belt took forever to get delivered to. Now the bike is immaculate. Look at how she runs. She handles like a dream, you guys. It's such a brilliant machine. So the bike, contrary to what people say, is extremely reliable. As long as you take care of this beast, as long as you take care of a Ducati, they are fairly reliable. I mean, this is 2011 and this bike still runs. Never skimp on parts. Still as torquey as ever, man. This is one of the most beautiful pieces of art to own, and it's so worth the time, effort and money. I mean, a Ducati is basically a hot girlfriend who costs you money. You have to learn to take care of her, and she will take care of you. So let's talk about the braking while we're at it. Comes with a Brembo front and Brembo back. I don't know exactly what calipers they are, but they have Brembo. I'm going to put it up on screen. But I've changed it to EBC sintered double H brake pads, and they do the job really well. The bike has no ABS, no traction control. The power modes are right here in your right hand. I guess this is it for now. I guess we've covered enough on the Ducati 848. If you guys want a detailed video, do let me know. If you guys are interested to watch any of my vlogs in the future, do consider giving me a like, share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.